Yesterday, the US stock market came to a standstill after a robust rally. The key stock indexes declined moderately, roughly by 0.5%. The market seems to be ready for fresh highs amid the lack of new market catalysts. The major threat for the market rally remains new coronavirus resurgence worldwide. Daily rates have surged to the peak of the second pandemic wave in January. Investors are wondering which factor will be more significant for the market, the economic recovery or rising daily numbers of new coronavirus cases. During the early American session, market participants got to know inflation data for March. The core US CPI came in better than expected. That is bullish for the US dollar. Now let's look at market developments in detail. Like other key stock indexes, the Dow Jones dipped 0.16% and closed at 33,750 points yesterday. Experts reckon the index of blue chip stocks will make another attempt to climb. Meanwhile, it's expected to hold between 33,500 and 34,000. It does not make sense to buy stocks at elevated levels for a while. At the same time, large market players refrain from selling stocks. This situation suggests that the market has not achieved selling yet. Analysts think the US stock market is set for a big correction cycle. The US dollar index has rebounded off the level slightly below 92.00. Today it's trading at near 92.20. The index is likely to trade in the corridor of 91.80 to 92.60. Experts do not rule out of a new upward move for the US dollar. It will depend whether yields of US treasuries will rise again from the current level of about 1.6%. This moment will clear up a further market sentiment on Forex. On the one hand, the US dollar seems to be ready for more growth. On the other hand, the euro is also on track to gain ground. The two currencies are not able to rally in parallel, so one of them will have to give up. The US dollar looks stronger fundamentally. Indeed, experts find out the green shoots of recovery in the US economy. Besides, the US can boost success in mass vaccination. In contrast, the European Union is on the verge of the third pandemic wave. However, markets used to surprise investors and analysts with unpredictable dynamics. The USD CAD pair is trading today at near 1.2580. The currency pair is going to hold in the corridor from 1.2450 to 1.2680 until market sentiment changes. Analysts say that technically long-lasting trading in the flat market cancelled with the bullish trend of the loonie, so the technical picture looks like the USD CAD pair will reverse upwards. The crypto market again amazes investors with another price records. Bitcoin is trading at about $62,700 per token in the second half of the day. The worldwide recognition of cryptocurrencies accounts for the bullish market. Both Bitcoin and other altcoins have been acknowledged to be mainstream payment methods by Visa and PayPal, as well as by investors. Moreover, top-rated American banks like Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley announced that they would expand portfolios of their wealthy clients with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Thus, Bitcoin is extending its winning streak for the obvious reason: optimism of market participants. The number one cryptocurrency is likely to climb to $63,250 today, though it could develop a downward correction. Despite the stellar rally of the US stock market, it's essential to understand that a large correction is around the corner. The market could plunge anytime soon, especially in response to negative news. Investors are anticipating a weekly update on unemployment claims by US Labor Department on Thursday. And meanwhile, headwinds of the global economic growth are coming from the European Union. The economic sentiment index for Germany dropped to 70.7 points in April, weaker than the previous print at 76 points and much worse than the expected 79 points. And that's all for today. We keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to our channel and see you tomorrow.